Hi, I'm Gayle with BERNINA of Naperville, and today I get to use another one of my favorite toys, the BERNINA Q series. We're going to take a little bit of an extra step than what we did the last time we used Q-matic, and we're going to do something custom. Don't worry, it's going to be easy. You're going to love it. But the first step that we need to do is we're going to measure our panel. Now look over here. Here is our Poppy Promenade Quilt that's made with this beautiful Poppy Promenade fabric from Canvas Studios. We have these kits in our store, so if you want to make one of your own, you can certainly do that. But the first thing I want to point out to you, we're going to custom quilt this. So we're going to do this cross hatching, and then we're going to do this edge-to-edge design in the 9-patch area. And in order to do this, we need to get a few measurements, because although it would have been nice because we already made this to just be able to go boom and boom, we need to get the ratios right. So don't worry, for those of you that are real sticklers, we just need to get an idea of the size of this. So I'm measuring this at 9 inches by 43 inches. So just remember that. 9 inches by 43 inches. Now let's go over to the computer. All right, I'm here at the computer screen, and the first thing that we're going to do is this crosshatch design. Now this crosshatch design was made for the first panel, which is a little bit smaller. This next panel is 9 inches larger, so I can't really enlarge this to do what I want to do, or the proportions are going to be off. So I'm going to show you how to build one from scratch. Remember that measurement I gave you, 9 inches by 43 inches? Okay, that's going to be important. All right, here we go. I used this design, this basics_06. So all I'm going to do is double click that and bring it over into here so that you can see what I'm using. Now I'm going to add a repeat. And then, this is what is magical about this. I'm going to take this design and I'm going to enlarge it, deselecting my maintain ratio, using the keypad, and I'm going to type in 9, because that's 9 inches. And then I'm also going to click 9 inches in this area and hit apply. So now I have a 9-inch grid. Now that I have the 9-inch grid, I need to determine how many repeats I'm going to have. And I'm just going to say, for the sake of argument here, that's 1 repeat, that's 2 repeat. So I need about 10 of those. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. Love it. All right, so that's going to just lay here for a second. I'm going to click away by touching somewhere else, and now I'm going to bring in another basics design. Now this basics design is actually going to be rotated so that we can do the crisscrossies going horizontally. So I'm going to select another pattern just like that. I'm going to rotate this, and I'm going to rotate this 90 degrees clockwise. Hit my green check mark. Now I need to resize it, and this time I'm resizing it so that it's going to be as wide as that area there. So let's go ahead to our resize, and do you remember that measurement? It was 9 inches by 43 inches. So this is the width. So we want that to say, we're going to use our keypad. We're going to say 43. And then this needs to be 9. And that's why we don't want maintain ratio selected. We're going to really funky this up. So I say apply and OK. Now I'm going to drag this over. And I'm pretty happy with the way that looks right there. Now, I'm sure those of you at home, you're like, yeah, but Gayle, this piece is much smaller than this piece. Hey, that's totally cool. We're going to fix that. So the first thing that I want to do is link these two pieces together. So I use the link, say link, and then I touch it, and now I say OK. Now those two are bound together forever, or at least until you click undo. Now I want to get rid of this little holly gully that's right there, and some of you might want to zoom in a little bit to see what's going on there, and that's fine. So now everything is selected, and I'm just going to cut that off, and I'll show you how to do that. So I go to the scissors, I'm going to use my screen. This is going to be a vertical trim, and it's also going to be inverted because I want everything to the right of this vertical line to be deleted. So I am pretty happy with that spot. See how everything to the right of what I'm touching turns black? And that black means that that's going to be cut. So now I say OK, and look at that. I've got a pretty nice looking design right there. Now that I've got this all queued up, I actually want to do one more thing, and that's place this in my panel over on my quilt. So I'm going to use the morph tool, and I'm going to use the sew head, and I'm going to morph to fit. And now that has changed what's happening over here on my Q24, and I want to follow the instructions that it's saying. All right, before I get started in showing you how I'm going to set this and morph this into my panel, I wanted to show you that I'm using the BERNINA, the new BERNINA 74 foot. This is an adjustable cup clip, but the plastic on this is totally see-through. I've got my laser on here, but this foot also has little crosshairs on it, and I found that this is so much easier to really see what I'm doing with this. So if you have an opportunity to pick one of these guys up, I highly recommend it. So on my screen of my Q24, I have this set button. And what I'm doing with this is I'm going into each corner of my panel and I'm clicking set, and I'm going to work in a counterclockwise direction. You can go counterclockwise or you can go clockwise. The only thing that matters is that you pick a direction. You can't go zigzaggy. So I'm over here in the bottom right-hand corner and I'm hitting set. Then I'm going to the top right-hand corner, and now I'm going to hit set. And now I'm going to mosey on over to the upper left corner. Get that right where I want it, and then I hit set, and then I'm pulling down to the bottom left corner and I'm hitting set. Now the screen on our Q-matic has changed, so there's the perimeter of our panel, and that is exactly where I want this design to be positioned. So I'm going to click the green check mark, and there goes my grid, right there where I want to stitch it. So I'm over here, and I'm just pulling up my bobbin thread to get started. And this is going to take a little bit to stitch out. And then when we come back, after this completes, I'll show you how to do the edge-to-edge design in the 9-patch area. Now that we've stitched our second row of grid work, I want to show you how we're going to place our little free-form edge-to-edge design. So I've picked the Butterfly 01 edge-to-edge design, and I'm going to put that over here, and we want this to be 9 inches by 9 inches. So just like we rescaled our other design, we're going to go over here, use our keypad, deselect the maintain ratio, and now we're going to go to 9. OK, apply. Oop, and don't forget we have to do the height as well. OK, apply. And there we go. And now I'm just going to set my safe area, and then I'll show you how to place this in our 9-patch block. I want to place this 2 places in my quilt. There's one area down in here where I'm going to use 1 repeat, and then there's another one over here where I'm going to use 2 repeats. But for right now, I'm just going to put it over here. And I'm going to use my sew head to do that. And I'm going to say morph to fit. So now it's up to me and the sew head. And once again, I'm using this new favorite foot of mine, the 74, which is super see-through, and it's going to really allow me to get exactly where I want as I set each corner around the perimeter of this 9 patch. All right. I just hit the go button, and now I'm going to press play, and I want to start this at the start point, and like magic, my machine is going to move to the starting point of the design. And then we should all be used to this drill by now, pulling the bobbin thread up, and then starting it. All right, so I stitched my little edge-to-edge design there, but it was just one of them that time. We resized it. Then we need to put another one here, but this time we're going to need 2 because this is a 9 by 18 inch area. So I'm going to select my design again. There it is. I'm going to resize it. You should be familiar with this by now. We've done it enough, huh? And now, this time, I'm going to add one more. So now I've got 2, and that's going to go over the 2 9 patches in this area. So the next thing is to go from here to this. We're going to place it with the sew head. I'm going to do that over here on the machine head. So I'm lining it up in this corner, and I'm hitting set. I'm going to go up here to this corner and hit set. I'm going to go over to this corner because I'm crossing over 2 9 patch blocks this time. And then our final corner. And then I select the green check mark, and now that moves right into where I want it to be, and I'm ready to cue it and stitch it. Now my head is going to move into its magic starting spot, and this is going to stitch, and I'm just going to continue this process through the rest of the quilt, and it will be finished, and yay, I'll have another completed quilt here at BERNINA of Naperville. Well, that's it. We're stitching away, and the next time you see this quilt, it's going to be hanging here at BERNINA of Naperville, and don't forget to see us because the shelter-in-place order is almost over, so Saturday big things are happening. Tell your grandmother, tell your friends, spread the news. But in the meantime, if you want to check us out on YouTube, our YouTube address is youtube.com/BERNINA of Naperville, and you can like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to know when we add more videos like this one, don't be shy. Click that bell, and then you'll get an alert every time we upload a new video. So in the meantime, be adventurous with your quilting and your sewing. Try new things. Come see us and stay healthy and well. Love you lots. Bye.